When a single sperm cell breaches the outer layer of an egg, the egg's surface instantly changes, locking out all other contenders. Inside, the genetic material from the mother and father fuses. This creates a single cell, a zygote, carrying all 46 chromosomes and the complete biological instructions required to form a new individual. But sometimes, the ovaries release two completely separate eggs in a single cycle. This multiple ovulation is a genetic trait, often influenced by maternal age or assisted fertility treatments. If two separate sperm fertilize those two distinct eggs, the result is fraternal twins. Because they stem from entirely different genetic pairings, they are genetically distinct, no more alike than standard siblings born years apart. In a clinical setting, this configuration is called dichorionic diamniotic, or DCDA. Each embryo implants independently, building its own isolated placenta and its own protective amniotic sac. They share a womb, but nothing else. Identical twins, however, start as a single fertilized egg. The anomaly happens when this solitary developing cell mass randomly fractures into two distinct groups, each taking a complete copy of that original DNA. Fraternal twins are the predictable outcome of a reproductive lottery. Identical twins originate from a microscopic mechanical split. And exactly when that split happens kicks off a dangerous biological countdown. This timeline tracks the first 8 days of cell division. Over the first 3 to 5 days, we watch the zygote travel down the fallopian tube, rapidly dividing into a tiny cluster of 16 to 32 cells, known as a morula. If that cell cluster splits extremely early, between day 0 and day 3, the two new groups proceed on their own. They each form a separate placenta and a separate amniotic sac, perfectly mirroring the safe, isolated environment of fraternal twins. If the embryo doesn't split early, it continues along the timeline, absorbing fluid to become a blastocyst. By day 4, it develops a thick outer layer of cells that will eventually become the placenta. If the split occurs slightly later, across days 4 through 8, the inner cells successfully divide to form two babies. But because that outer layer has already solidified, both twins are trapped inside a single shared placenta. They each build their own fluid pockets, or amniotic sacs, but they are permanently fused to the same nutrient source. This is the monochorionic diamniotic, or MCDA setup. Sharing a blood supply introduces immediate risk. Roughly 10 to 15% of these pregnancies develop twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, a condition where irregular blood flow causes one twin to siphon vital oxygen and nutrients directly away from the other. A delay of just a few microscopic cell divisions shifts the pregnancy from an isolated, low-risk environment into a shared biological ecosystem where the twins actively compete for survival. Looking at this timeline charting days 9 through 15, we see an embryo securely embedded in the uterine wall. By this stage, the cell mass has already hollowed out a single, unified fluid cavity. If the embryo disc fractures this late in the sequence, both babies are forced to develop inside that exact same fluid-filled space, sharing both the placenta and the amniotic sac. In this monochoriotic, monoamniotic configuration, there is no dividing membrane to keep them apart. As the babies grow and move, their umbilical cords inevitably overlap and knot, creating a severe risk of lethal entanglement. Pushing to the absolute limit of the biological clock, we reach days 13 to 15. At this point, the embryonic disc has already started to differentiate into complex human tissues. If the cell mass attempts to separate after 2 weeks, the division is incomplete. The tissue is too developed to cleanly pull apart, resulting in conjoined twins who permanently share organs and body parts. The degree of physical independence between two identical twins is completely dictated by the precise moment their biological clock stalled during the first 14 days of existence. Over the course of the next 9 months, the consequences of those microscopic cellular splits scale up dramatically. Today, obstetricians immediately scan twin pregnancies to determine the placental layout. That initial invisible cellular fracture dictates the medical strategy for the remainder of the pregnancy. Early split twins generally grow with the same low risks as a standard single pregnancy. Late split twins, however, require intense monitoring and are almost always delivered prematurely by C-section to avoid catastrophic cord accidents in the final trimester. It is easy to look at identical twins and assume they experienced the exact same prenatal journey. But while they carry matching DNA, their physical realities in the womb were often completely divergent. Human development relies heavily on the genetic code we inherit, but it is also governed by the relentless, invisible clockwork of cell division that constructs our very first biological home.